Goldfields Reunion Day, and a big welcome to those from Kalgoorlie Boulder, past and present. Light flashing. They're racing. Sacred King lacked a bit of dash after the starter said go, and Comes a Time drifted back as well. The first to actually jump on the inside is Holy Ghost, and it'll actually lead the way from the filly Amelia Bedelia. Over on the outside is Away We Go. Out there a little bit deep in the early stages of the race, and pushing up Comes a Time. Now on the inside of Must Rush, and a length and a half Sacred King. They approach the home corner with about 500 left to go, and the newcomer Holy Ghost shows the way. It's Holy Ghost, a half to 3/4. Amelia Bedelia just wanting to labour out and hang a touch coming around the corner, and shaken up by Brown to come out after the leader. Down on the inside Comes a Time is there handy, and then a further gap in the field. Sacred King from the back. Holy Ghost at the 200-metre mark in front by a length and a half. Now on the inside Comes a Time, about to get out around the heels of the leader. Comes a Time comes at Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost and Comes a Time, they'll split it locked together. Nothing in it whatsoever. On the outside Comes a Time has got a dive at Holy Ghost right on the line, might be enough, and 3 lengths away is Amelia Bedelia with Sacred King, followed further back by Must Rush, and the last of them home is Away We Go. It'll just get the bob. Comes a Time, Sean O'Donnell. Comes a Time on the outside of Holy Ghost, and daylight back to Amelia Bedelia, who just wobbled up a little bit on the home corner. But it'll be Comes a Time. It was a very good trial. It was beaten a margin but missed the start and made up many lengths to Holy Ghost in that trial. And as we stand by for the placings to come to hand, the judge still looking at the photo result. So not suggesting here that it has got the money by any stretch. There won't be a lot in it, but I reckon it's enough to just declare a margin. Comes a Time for Craig Fox, Brett Wilkinson, A. Stacko, trained by Brett Wilkinson, ridden by Sean O'Donnell. Holy Ghost is by God Has Spoken from Death Knock, Neville Parnham and Stephen Parnham, and a distant third Amelia Bedelia, the Magnus filly from Osmaid, and trained by Robin Todd Harvey, ridden by Jason Brown, but no numbers are there just yet after the running of the first for the afternoon. Number 4's got it. Comes a Time. 5 Holy Ghost second, 7 Amelia Bedelia third, Sacred King ran fourth, and it was a nose by 3.5. A nose 3.5, 58.33 is the time. So off a solid appearance at the trials. It's only one before running today. It's a son of Sessions. It becomes Sessions' first winner, and terrific to see Sessions there amongst them too at this stage of the season. And out of Let's Go, a more than ready mare, trained by Brett Wilkinson, Sean O'Donnell there aboard the winner. 4, 5, 7 and 1. Ran 5's SP on the WOP, 240 Holy Ghost, Amelia Bedelia 270. So a good little victory there by Comes a Time, who tracked up well, got around the heels of Holy Ghost in the last 100 and nailed it right on the post. Now the next of the day, race 2, the Women of the Goldfields maiden at 1:14, and it's a field of 12, no changes. Let's get down now into the yard, and we'll catch up with Gareth, who's about to join us down there with the team after Brett Wilkinson's newcomer Comes a Time has become the first of the session stock to win in the metropolitan area.
Yeah, that indeed, Macca, and Brett Wilkinson joins us here, and the son of Sessions, Comes a Time. That was a really good effort.
Yeah, it was a nice win.
Can you tell us or talk us through the trial there? Were you pretty happy with that?
We were extremely happy with his trial. He was a little bit tardy away, and you can see he jumped today. He's learned a great deal from it, and well, he came up through in the trial under no pressure at all. So, yeah, we're very happy with his trial, and he pulled up out of it good, so we come to the races.
And obviously he's got plenty of ability, this son of Sessions.
We've always had an opinion of him, Gareth, yes. So hopefully he goes on with it from here.
Yeah, and that is exciting to get a good horse. This looked like it was a Saturday 2-year-old. You must have had a look at the noms and went through the form and thought, geez, I'm a bit unlucky to run into some of these on a Wednesday.
Yeah, we did, but we most probably step him up a little bit now and go to a 1,300 or 1,400 metre race.
Do you think that's where the Sessions are best at, or do you think it's just this bloke?
Well, it's hard to say. He was placed in 4 or 5 Group 1s over in Melbourne. I dare say if he had won one of them, he wouldn't be here, but being a Lonhro horse. So, Yeah, no, all good, mate.
Hey, great stuff, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There we go, Brett Wilkinson, the winning trainer, and here comes his horse, Brittany Comes the Time, and good to see the Sessions making their mark early doors here in the West, and of course Jimmy Shoes arrived here as well, and with Universal Rule continues to do a wonderful job, so our stallions are starting to go pretty well at the moment.
It's really good to see when you see new additions to the stallion ranks, and you do want to see those winners early, particularly the 2-year-old winners early, because ultimately I think when people go to the sales, they're the ones they're looking for. When these days, you know, groups of owners, syndicates, the way that it's going, people are looking for those precocious sort of types, but not just types. They're looking at stallions that can produce early runners, and we saw that with Safeguard and his sale results this year, and hopefully we can see Sessions make that same mark. But this particular horse just had the one trial and missed it on that occasion. Was good to see that the horse broke cleaner out of the gates today, and was a really, really nice performance. Sean O'Donnell, congratulations on the win. Firstly, the trial, missed it completely and was really impressive to the line that day. Today seemed to be cleaner away?
Yeah, absolutely. He learnt a lot from that first trial. I don't know if he's been through the gates again at track, but yeah, done a lot wrong that day. But I know the second horse looked impressive in the trial, but he made up a lot of ground. And look, I followed Stevie, his little baby done all the work, and I had a good cover behind him with the win, but wasn't a lot of difference in the end. I think they're two promising young horses.
I think they may well be. 1,000 metres for this horse. Is a horse that wants a bit further?
I think so. His breeding says that, but you know, it's like Brett, little youngsters. I drew a lid, and he was able to race here on natural speed, and yeah, he done a good job in the end.
When you came around Stevie's heels, did you feel like your horse was going to be able to get there?
I reckon if I, sounds stupid over 1,000, if I could outstay that one a little bit, the run I had, yeah, I thought so. Near the line, I thought, yeah, I got you, only just. But look, thanks for the team doing a great job on this horse at track work. I've only rode him in the trial and today, and yeah, good effort by everyone.
It certainly is. Well done on the win.
Thank you.
There's some nice 2-year-olds going around in that opening race. Comes the Time, defeats Holy Ghost, and Amelia Bedelia has also got plenty of promise, finishing third. Brett, as I head back to you in the Sky International Studios, that might be a race worth following into the future here in the West for the babies.